Hi, this is Yolanda Van Veen from VanVeenBulbs.com, and we're going to learn all about how to care for lilies. The most important thing that a lily needs is heat. So whether it's in the sun or part shade, it needs to be in a pretty warm spot. And ideally, I found, even if you've got a spot that's hot all day with a little bit of afternoon shade, that's also pretty good because then it does last for longer. So when the blooms open, they bloom for a little bit longer. But they can be grown anywhere to almost full shade to full sun. My favorite type of lily bulbs are the Oriental lilies. They have a beautiful fragrance and they come up every summer and they can get even 4 or 5 feet tall with 10, 20 blooms. But they're easy to plant and easy to take care of because they're very hardy. They can live to minus 30 degrees, so they'll grow in even Alaska. So the bulbs are just like a garlic. Garlic is a lily. So they're really easy to grow. And you could take off every little piece of the bulb, but I found it's better to leave it whole because one little piece of bulb might take 7 years to bloom, whereas this is going to bloom the first year. So you always want to get as bigger as bulbs that you can find because the bigger is better. And when I plant them about 3 inches deep. So I put them in sun or part shade, but about 3 inches deep, in groups of 3 or more in a triangle. They're social, so you never want to put them in timeout. You never want to put them all by themselves. Put them with other plants and they'll do much better. Really easy to grow. This particular lily is called Tompoos. It's beautiful yellow with pink. And another trick you can do when you're growing them is actually pull the pollen off as soon as they bloom, because then you won't get it everywhere. But they're beautiful whether you pull the pollen or not. And they'll grow and grow and grow. You can plant lilies any time of the year. You can plant them in the spring, the summer, the fall, the middle of winter. And they'll come up and bloom every summer. So sometimes if you plant them a little bit in the wrong time, it might take them a little time to adjust to their new climate or adjust to the season. But you should get blooms that next summer no matter when you plant them. That's the great thing about them. And as soon as they're done blooming, another trick is top them off. So as soon as the blooms are done and they don't look good, but they're still green on the stem, just chop the very top of it off. The stem will still get photosynthesis because the greens will make the energy. The energy will go back down to the bulb, and in the end you'll have more and more and more. So they multiply by the bulb. They'll just make more bulblets and more bulblets. So you get lots and lots. And eventually I'll have an area just filled with lilies. And at that time, you can dig them up anytime they're not blooming and separate them and plant them in a different place, and you'll have even more lilies. Lilies are very easy to grow. They really don't need you. Water them in the summer, kind of leave them dry in the winter, leave them in the ground. They need the cold. And you'll have them for many, many years.